On Greyhound View this week, we take a look at the highlights of the second round heats of the Paddy Power Irish Derby, the semi-finals of the Pembroke Construction Rose of Tralee Stake and the Waterford Crystal Open 550, plus the final of the Heineken 575 from Cork. We also pay a visit to Andy Dunne's puppy kennels in County Kildare. But first, it's Thursday night's action from the Irish Derby heats.
It's Thursday night at Shelbourne Park, the first session of the second round of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. Huge crowd, great betting activity, and of course the Derby favourite Climate Control in action. The big run of Thursday night's session came in Heat 4, where Sign On Starlight was the favourite from Trap 1. Within the race was an English runner, Gold Member, running from 6. Here coming up behind Traps, number 1's the favourite, Sign On Starlight, not too well away. Well, she's reasonably well away on the inside, number 4. Number 3 showing up, that's Droopy's Rude with 6 on the outside, Gold Member on the opening corner, and it's number 3 Droopy's Rude by a length from 6, Gold Member in second, about 5 lengths back to 1, Sign On Starlight in third, and now number 6 takes it up, Gold Member goes on from Droopy's Rude down the far side, 1 Sign On Starlight is third with an awful lot to do as 6 Gold Member strikes for home, increasing the advantage now, 3 lengths clear, turning for home, and it's Gold Member going to win this one for owner Carmel White, stretching out impressively to win it. In second place, number 1 Sign On Starlight with number 3 Droopy's Rude in third, the time a brilliant 29.71. The Derby favourite Climate Control, so impressive in his recent runs, he went into action in Heat 5, noted for his early pace. The hare coming up behind Traps, the favourites in 5, and he's away like an express, and it's Climate Control racing fast to the corner by a couple of lengths from 2, Vigorous Robbie in second. He's a strong finisher, it'll be interesting from here as Climate Control goes into the back, 3 lengths in front of 2, Vigorous Robbie in second. Number 3 Churchtown Luck is third, and down in towards the third bend it's 5, Climate Control with a lead of 3.5 lengths. Now Vigorous Robbie just beginning to eat into that advantage. It's Climate Control, but here comes Vigorous Robbie with a challenge. Is there going to be an upset here as Climate Control runs wide off the final bend? He's holding on though, and Climate Control wins it from Vigorous Robbie in second and Chestnut Jet in third. The time is 29.86. World Class was the young dog on everybody's lips coming into Heat 6, where his big rival was expected to be number 4 Nikita Billy. World Class was going from Trap 2, but had he enough experience for the occasion? They're coming around the final bend. The favourite goes from 2, World Class. Will he get away tonight? And he's away quite well. It's number 2, World Class, with 4, Nikita Billy with him. And number 6 there, I've had on the outside. Number 1, Norris Prince trying to challenge. Bit of trouble at the corner. And number 1 goes on in front. That's Norris Prince. 6 on the outside, I've had it. Nikita Billy, number 4. This could be an upset here. Number 6 going on, I've had it. With number 3, Canute putting in a big run in second. World Class trying to get back up the inside at the third bend, but he's cut off there. He's in trouble at this stage. Turning for home. It's I've had it out front. This could be a huge shock. In second place, Canute putting in a big run. Here comes Nikita Billy flying as well, but it's number 3. Canute just takes it from 4, Nikita Billy in second. It's close for third. The time 30.17. One of the hot favourites of the night was Mustang Mega, the Oaks runner-up, contesting Heat 7, a perfect draw in Trap 1. The favourites in 1, Mustang Mega, hair behind Traps, and she's away well. Number 2 is very slowly away, and it's number 4. That's Neves Old Forge. Number 1, Mustang Mega, leads into the corner. Dita Davy is a close third at this stage. Mustang Mega into the far side, leading from 4, Neves Old Forge second. Dita Davy, number 5, is third, and the other Domino is fourth as they head down towards the third bend with number 1, Mustang Mega, by a couple of lengths from Neves Old Forge in second. Dita Davy closing the challenge for second, but he's held up, and that surely seals it for Mustang Mega. Turns for home leading. Here comes Dita Davy with his flying late run, but it's Mustang Mega not going to be caught. Dita Davy finishing fast in second with number 4, Neves Old Forge in third. Well, that was a sample of Thursday night's excitement in the Derby, and we'll reflect on Saturday night's action in part 2.
It's festival time again in Tralee, and the 3 semi-final heats of the Pembroke Construction Rose of Tralee Stake took place last Saturday evening at the Kingdom Stadium. We joined Mal Keaveney.
Dogs are loaded now for the opening semi-final of the Pembroke Construction Rose of Tralee. Nerdry's Flight 1, Puck's Fizz 2, Paddy's Dancer 3, in 4 Flashing Fungi. The Bitch Smirk is in 5, and 6 9 Hole Bar. Running in 2, it's Puck's Fizz, winner last weekend at 29-26. The big fancy here in the first semi-final. The Traps Rise, he's out very well. Is Puck's Fizz. Near to his flight is also a serious challenger, and so too Flashing Funky into the opening bend. There's some trouble, and it's the red jacket of Nerdy's Flight that moves out in front. 2 to qualify for next weekend's final. Into second, it's the Bitch Smirk. The battle is on up front. Nerdy's Flight is staying on. Smirk is challenging as well as they race between the closing 2 bends. 2 to qualify. They swing for the home turn now, and out clear it's 2. That's Puck's Fizz being challenged by 3 up towards the line, close between Puck's Fizz and Paddy's Dancer. The result of the opening semi-final quite close for first. The win for the favourite Puck's Fizz by a neck from Paddy's Dancer, and 3.5 lengths back to third Nerdy's Flight. The time here 29:16. We're set for the second semi-final. Lake Show 1, Rockfield Ranger in 2, Jota 3, Wish You the Best in 4, 5, Albany Dinelson, and 6, Fairhaven Orla. Jota the Bitch ran a great race last weekend, winning in 29:03. The Traps Rise, she's not that well away, but she does improve. Albany Dinelson, Rockfield Ranger now into the opening bend, and it's the blue jacket of Rockfield Ranger that shows in front from Lake Show. Out clear, it's Rockfield Ranger now. Lake Show beginning to launch a challenge, and so too Jota getting back into contention. Into the third bend, it's still Rockfield Ranger out clear, unlikely to be beaten at this stage. They come into the finishing straight and up towards the line. It's Rockfield Ranger, and Lake Show qualifies also. The win here for Rockfield Ranger in a very good time of 29:03, followed home by Lake Show and third Albany Dinelson. It's the last of the semi-finals of the Pembroke Construction Rose of Tralee. In 1, Tassa's Pride, Blue Euro 2, 3, Catch the Piper, Glenard Dan 4, 5, Ballymac Peg, and 6, Clover Nikita. Looking for her 4th win on the trot is Liam Dowling's Bitch. That's Ballymac Peg running in box 5s. Traps Rise, Ballymac Peg doesn't break that well. Blue Euro is out well, so too Tassa's Pride and Catch the Piper. Those 3 leading them through. It's Blue Euro now going on down the back straight. The battle is on for second, but Blue Euro is well clear. Now Ballymac Peg beginning to launch her challenge. Moves within 3 of the leader at the third bend. Blue Euro beginning to wilt. Her challenge Ballymac Peg is coming strong on the rails into the finishing straight, and it's Blue Euro holding on from Ballymac Peg up towards the line. That's the 1-2, and Clover Nikita takes third. Confirmation now of the result of the last of the semi-finals. A win for Blue Euro, second Ballymac Peg, and third Clover Nikita. The winning time, the best of the night, 29:02. The top draw for the Pembroke Construction Rose of Tralee 5-5 final was carried out by Tony Griffin of the sponsors Pembroke Construction. It is Lake Show in 1, 2 Puck's Fizz, in 3 Blue Euro, 4 Rockfield Ranger, in 5 we have Ballymac Peg, and 6 Paddy's Dancer.
The Heineken 575 came to its conclusion last Saturday at Curraheen Park, offering a prize of €5,500 to the winner. Pat Dalton owned and trained Polar Breeze, running from Trap 5, was the 6-4 favourite. Val Keaveney takes us through the lineup.
In the red jacket, it's Corporate Giant. This one owned and trained in Neenah, County Tipperary by Sean Mulcahy, and seems to be perfectly housed, a son of Droopy's Merson and Black Raven. The Paul Hennessy runner for Keith Doherty of Dublin is 2, that's You're So Vain, a daughter of Larkhill Joe and Katunda Lace, winner last weekend in 31:17. Running in the white jacket will be Far Canal for Adrian O'Brien here in Cork, trained for him by Eddie Wade, a son of Come On Ranger and Whirlwind Cruise. Next, from County Limerick for Patsy Richardson, we have Polar Lad, a son of Top Honcho and Kilree Pippin, a likely outsider. In the orange jacket, it's the one they all have to beat. That's Polar Breeze, winner last weekend of its semi-final in a quick time of 30:94, a son of Concord Direct and Hidden Breeze. And finally in the stripes we have Clooney's Rocket, trained in Kerry by Mossy O'Connor for John Rohan of London, a son of Sinead Slaney and Clonus Survivor. There's an amount of money on our favourite. That's running from box 5. It's Polar Breeze. Here comes towards Straps, running from box 5, and he breaks out very poorly. Out the centre, it's Far Canal that breaks best of all and will lead them up into the opening turn. But Polar Breeze makes some ground. He's pushed wide and going on. It's still the white jacket of Far Canal. Polar Lad is into second right now. Now You're So Vain moves up into third, but our favourite looks to be in a spot of bother. Far Canal at the third bend leads by 2 or thereabouts from Polar Lad. Far Canal now as they come into the home straight. It's still the white jacket of Farcanal up towards the finish. Challenging is Polar Lad up towards the line. It's a very good win by Farcanal from Polar Lad. The early pace doing the business here in the final for Farcanal, followed home by Polar Lad, with Polar Breeze back in third. The winning time for the Heineken 575 final, 31:32. Anne O'Brien, there's a strong family connection, of course, with our winner here at Corraheen Park tonight.
Yes, indeed there is. My son Adrian owns Farcanal's mother, Whirlwind Cruise. He has half share in this dog with Frank and myself, and he's in Australia at the moment. He was listening to the live commentary on the telephone. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning there, but I'm sure he doesn't mind at this stage what time it is.
And I know the mother is due another litter later on in the week.
She's due on Friday. She's heavy in pup to Droopy's Woods. So we're looking forward to those now.
Frank, you're involved yourself as well. Early pace important. She didn't always stay in the pass, but she certainly did tonight.
Yes, stayed well tonight. First round he went 10 in front down the back. Something similar in the second round. Wasn't coming up the home straight. Stayed much better tonight. Had a little muscle injury coming into tonight, but all credit to Eddie Wade. He got him spot on the night, and the man is an absolute genius.
In part 2, we visit Andy Dunne, plus racing from Waterford and the remaining highlights from the second round of the Irish Derby. The main attraction at Kilcoen Park last Saturday was the semi-finals of the Waterford Crystal Trophy Open 550. The spectators were treated to a great night's racing on a beautiful summer's evening. Ian Fortune takes us through the action.
The runners now in traps for the opening semi-final. In trap order, in 1, Sparta Tom. Trap 2, the track record holder and hot favourite Glenski Ghost. In 3, Interloper. In 4, Sandy Hill Bill. Trap 5, a non-runner Metric Millie. And trap 6 is Ballygunner King. The hare up behind traps. And away they go. The favourite slowly into stride. Number 1 going up well. Sparta Tom in the middle. Number 3 Interloper. Here comes number 2, Glenski Ghost. He leads into the corner with number 6, Ballygunner King on the outside. Around the corner, the favourite leads. Glenski Ghost. 2 lengths clear. Now number 1, Sparta Tom challenging on the inside. Glenski Ghost going backwards. In second now number 6, Ballygunner King. But it's number 1, Sparta Tom. He leads into the third corner. Number 6, Ballygunner King in chase. Here comes number 3, Interloper with a powerful charge. Further back, Sandy Hill Bill making up ground. Around the final corner, a really tight contest here. Sparta Tom leads on the inside. Here comes number 3, Interloper. Up the line, Sparta Tom. Interloper very close in the line. Interloper just getting up to beat Sparta Tom. Back in third, Sandy Hill Bill, 30:47, the winning time. And the result of the opening semi-final, trap 3, Interloper getting up in the final stride to beat trap 1, Sparta Tom. Back in third, number 4, Sandy Hill Bill, 30:47, the winning time. And on to the second semi-final, and the runners in trap order. In 1, Southeast Prince. Trap 2 is Prince Ned. In 3, the favourite Nodmac. 4, Valencia Citrate. In 5, Word of God. And 6 is Scotia's Prince. The hare coming around the final corner, and they're away. Number 3, Nodmac off to a good start. But number 1 now, Southeast Prince showing in front on the inside. Into the corner, neck and neck, Nodmac and Southeast Prince. Back in third, but it's close. Number 2, Prince Ned emerges. But out front, number 1, Southeast Prince leads into the back straight. Nodmac now been tackled and passed by number 2, Prince Ned. But it's number 1, Southeast Prince that leads him into the third corner. He's 2 lengths clear of number 2, Prince Ned. Back in third, Nodmac now coming with a charge on the inside, but around the final corner it's still number 1, Southeast Prince. Here comes Nodmac on the inside, but up the home straight it's number 1, Southeast Prince. Nodmac coming home well for second. It's close for third. The winning time of that one, 30:11. And the result of the second semi-final, trap 1, Southeast Prince the winner. Second, number 3, Nodmac. And third, number 4, Valencia Citrate, 30:11, the winning time. And the trap draw for the final of the Waterford Crystal Open 550 was made by Peter Fitzgerald following the second semi-final. It has resulted as follows. In 1, Sparta Tom. Trap 2 is Valencia Citrate. In 3, we have Interloper. In 4 is Nodmac. Trap 5, Southeast Prince. And completing the lineup wearing the stripes is Sandy Hill Bill.
During the week, we paid a visit to Andy Dunne in Athy, County Kildare. Andy's been involved with greyhounds all his life through his uncle, who has owned and trained many a greyhound over the years. But Andy's main focus is the rearing of pups.
I bought this place here and I done it up and decided then I'd rear a few, you know, like for locals and that. They were asking me were they syndicates and that. So I decided I'd go down that road and see what happens from there, you know. Still keep a few race dogs and that, you know, because I like racing. keeps me occupied, you know, and it keeps me fit as well.
So what is Andy's advice when buying a pup?
I'd advise him to get someone that know the breeding and buy a well-bred pup, you know. Not saying that you could get one that's not that well-bred, but you're nearly all well-bred nowadays, you know. Like, it might cost an extra few pounds, but it's only when you're buying him, he's there. The next day he's not, you know. Like, that's the way I look at it. But if you have to buy breeding, because if you're going to sell later on, there's no problem selling the lad that's well-bred. If you want to buy a pup now, you'll be buying a lad with a good back leg and a good chest, you know, like good deep chest. Because any of the dogs you see any good or, you know, have all them credentials, you know. The way it's gone now, it's all syndicates and they're interested, you know, lads talking about buying a pup and all like that, and it's very reasonable to get into the game, you know, like if there's 5 or 6 lads, a few £100 a piece, and buy a pup and get him ready. And it's small money, you know, like it's not costing an arm and a leg to keep him or anything like that, you know. And they get a right bit of fun out of him. And if they ever get him to a track, they're able to have a night out and maybe a meal or whatever, you know. And I take puppies on 12 to 16 weeks. Because they've got their second inoculation, you know, for parvo and jaundice and whatever. When the puppies are up around 6 months, I put a collar and a bit of twine hanging out, and when I go in to feed them, I catch them and it gets them used to the collar, you know. And then around 10, 12 months old, I start trying to lead them. 12, 14 months maybe, bring them, then I give them a couple of hand slips, and then I put them in a box. And I might leave them off for a while then, you know, until they get maybe up to 17, 18 months. I don't believe in starting them too young because they're prone to injuries, like, they're not fully developed. But when you see new blood coming along, you know, like, you see the old lads running every night, but it's great to see the new dogs, you know, coming in, doing fast runs. Well, my ambitions are I hope I rear a Derby or an Oaks winner. Certainly I won't have one myself because I believe in selling. When they run their race, they run their sales trial. And whoever buys them, I wish them the best.
The second round of the Paddy Power Irish Derby concluded at Shelbourne Park on Saturday night, and the punters were treated to some top-class action. In the first of the heats, Serene Rumble, racing from Trap 5, did it the hard way, but still managed to record 29.68, but it was very close.
The hot favourite goes from 5, it's Serene Rumble. Here behind Chopster away, and he's away fast, leading up with 3 Kildare Dream with them on the inside. Kildare Dream number 3, 5 Serene Rumble, and 6 Jewel Nikita. Serene Rumble loses ground on the opening corner, is back in third, 4th place now, as number 3 Kildare Dream leads down the far side, being challenged by Jewel Nikita. Serene Rumble moving up fast again to challenge into the third bend ahead of number 2 Rockford Gucci. Now Jewel Nikita takes it up, number 6, but 3 goes with him. Kildare, and here's just in behind him Serene Rumble coming up the straight. It's going to be a mighty close one. Serene Rumble coming fast. Did he get up? It's one for the judge between the 2 kennel companions, Serene Rumble and Kildare Dream. It's mighty close. The time is a brilliant 29.68. The big question mark coming into this race was whether Serene Rumble would get his break and then would gallop his corners. This was the main question. Number 3, his kennel companion Kildare Dream led him marginally to the corner, but Serene Rumble definitely didn't run the bend too fluently. He probably ran out a little bit of space, but he did check back and is back now in 4th place entering the back straight, as Kildare Dream is leading from 6 Jewel Nikita, a strong finisher. But watch the pace of Serene Rumble. Challenges again here between bends. Might have just been clipped there by number 2 for his stride. Galloped the last bend very well at this stage. He's looking for room. He spots the gap between them. Now comes, and it's really down to the last stride where he just gets up to tip Kildare Dream.
In the following heat, Droopy's Oasis, running from Trap 1, who recorded the fastest time of the opening round, made little mistakes, winning in 29.70.
The favourites in 1, that's Droopy's Oasis. The hares behind the boxes, and they're away. Magical not off to his flyer. Number 1, Droopy's Oasis, out fast and leads up. Tara Pearl, number 5, is second. On the outside, number 6, Magical Captain is. Number 5 is Hampered at the bend. And it's 1, Droopy's Oasis into the far side. From 2, Top General. 6, Top Magical Captain. And they're clear of Air Force James, who's beginning to motor. On the third bend, and it's Droopy's Oasis by 2.5 lengths from Top General in second. Then comes 6 Magical Captain, but here comes Air Force James with his flying finish. But out front, Droopy's Oasis is going to win this. Top General is second, and Air Force James is third. The time is 29:70. Droopy's Oasis, trained by Owen McKenna for David Miles.
Heat 13 was one of the more competitive of the night, and Axel Grease, racing from Trap 1, was to get the better of our kennel companion Clash of Fun, who raced from Trap 5, but it was a cracking race. The joint favourites Axel Grease and Clash of Fun, the kennel companions, they're up behind Traps and they're away. And first to show is Trap number 3. That's First Charter, leads up now. Number 6 Chief's Order showing fine dash on the outside into the corner, and number 5 Clash of Fun showing good pace. Number 1 Axel Grease takes up the running in the inside. In the middle, number 3 First Charter now taking up the running is number 5. That's Clash of Fun in second. Axel Grease, then comes 3 First Charter. Number 2 Mount Leader Ralph putting in a run on the inside. Around the third and fourth corners, it's number 5 Clash of Fun that just leads from number 1 Axel Grease. In third, number 3 First Charter. Then comes number 6 Chief's Order, but around the final corner, Clash of Fun and Axel Grease. Here comes Axel Grease coming to the line. Axel Grease gets there. It's close for second between number 5 Clash of Fun and number 3 First Charter. The winning time 29:92. Larry Dunne had a big hand in Heat 15, where Moby Gamble was the 1-3 favourite racing from Trap 4, and simply he was too good. Here coming around the final turn up behind Traps, and off they go. Number 4 Moby Gamble off to his traditional good start. Number 6 Benny the Drill on his outside. Back in third, number 2 LaFontaine with number 1 Baltic Star around the corner. Number 4 Moby Gamble leads. Number 6 Benny the Drill badly affected. Number 2 LaFontaine on the inside. Down the far side, Moby Gamble leads from his kennel companion Benny the Drill on the inside. Number 2 LaFontaine into the third corner. Number 4 Moby Gamble leads. Number 2 LaFontaine moving strongly to go second. Back in third, number 6 Benny the Drill around the final corner. It's number 4 Moby Gamble the leads. Benny the Drill and number 2 LaFontaine have a good battle second. Here comes Baltic Star coming to the line. Number 4 gets there. That's Moby Gamble wins it easily. It's close for second. Number 1 Baltic Star finished fast. In third, number 2 LaFontaine 29:69. A very decent performance there by Moby Gamble. The best wine was certainly left to last as Born a Pilot won the final heat in brilliant fashion. Racing from Trap 1, he picked up King's Cadet at the third corner and ran out an easy winner in a brilliant 29:59. The likely leader in Trap 3, that's King's Cadet. And he's away to a flyer. Number 3 King's Cadet leads. Number 2 Droopy's Joel going up in second. On the outside, number 5 Cabbage White. Look at number 1 Born a Pilot in a prominent position. Now sneaks into second spot. It's King's Cadet that leads, but Born a Pilot surely too close. On the outside, number 2 Droopy's Joel. Then comes 5 Cabbage White, but down into the third corner. King's Cadet leads. Here comes Born a Pilot with that power pack burst. He leads at the third corner. King's Cadet in second. Back in third, number 2 Droopy's Joel. But this is all about one Greyhound. Born a Pilot around the final corner, up the home straight. He wins this in true style. Second, number 3 King's Cadet. Third, number 2 Droopy's Joel. Look at the winning time, 29:59, the fastest of the Derby thus far.
And the third round of the Derby heats are down to one night's racing, which is Saturday the 30th. We'll take a look ahead to the fixtures now, and on Thursday it's the semi-finals of the Bank of Ireland stake at Cork, the final of the Kerry Agribusiness 575 at Tralee, and what promises to be a great night at Lifford for the Celtic benefit meeting. Then on Friday at Harold's Cross it's the semi-finals of the Champion Professional Racer, plus the Bagot Racing Irish Puppy Oaks gets underway. On Saturday it's the final of the Waterford Crystal Open 550 at Kilcohen Park. The third round of the Paddy Power Irish Derby plus Galway Stadium reopens its gates. And a reminder that the closing date for entries for the Fulcher Ireland 600 at Lifford is Thursday the 4th of September, and this event carries a winner's prize of €20,000. Next week we bring you the third round of the Derby heats, the finals from Tralee and Waterford, and a look at the new Galway Stadium.